some sound over here.
You are a part of the Ace and TJ radio family.
Go.
This is launch control.
Let's synchronize, shall we?
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Live from the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Do y'all eat these strings on a banana or do you throw them away?
I eat them if they're on the banana. If they come off, I throw them away.
Yeah, same.
I don't know why, but I never have eaten the strings on the banana.
Like, it's okay if it's on the banana, even if it's hanging off a little bit, if it's making contact with the banana. But once it's off, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, if I see it just even about to peel, I take it off the banana.
So do monkeys.
Well, I was going to say that's what my brother used to aggravate me all the time when I was little. Like, I told him I planted some seeds from the apple that I was eating in the yard to grow an apple tree like Johnny Appleseed, and he told me my parents were going to be so mad at me because they don't want a big apple tree in the yard. Had me crying. I was like 5. He told me one day I was eating a banana that he goes, "You know, monkeys are smarter than you." And I said, "Why did you say that?" And he said, "Because they eat the strings on a banana." So
That makes them
yeah,
smarter?
yeah, because I'm dumb and I take them up, throw them away. But that joke's on him now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The monkeys don't eat them.
Yeah, they peel them off.
So I'm as smart as a monkey, see?
It's not the news, it's more important. Now trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ show.
All right, a couple of things are happening. College football championship tonight. Michigan, Washington is it Houston?
Houston, yeah.
Sorry.
Energy Stadium.
So people are very excited about that. The quarterback for Washington, I had trouble with his name until I heard somebody say it.
Michael Penix.
Penix.
Yeah, Michael Penix Jr.
Just one letter away, and that could have been really bad. Penix, not Penix.
It's Penix, yes.
That's how it looks, though. But both very impressive teams. Are you guys going to stay up and watch that?
That did not occur to me.
Really?
You
Oh,
just
gosh.
said that.
When I first saw his name, I went,
I
oh
never
my
thought of
gosh.
that until you just
Do
mentioned
they call him
it.
Penix Jr.? That's the worst last name. Oh, Penix Jr.
Junior Penix.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So you guys aren't going to watch no SEC teams.
Oh, no, I'll watch
No,
it.
but I've wanted Michigan to win the national championship.
Really?
Yeah. Ever since LSU was not going to win it.
Oh, I didn't know.
The season, we break away from when LSU doesn't have a chance if they lose more than 2 games or more than 1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like that Jim Harbaugh. I want him to win one.
Yeah, they say that it's scheduled to kick off at 7:30 Eastern. I'm not sure I believe that.
It'll be 8:20.
I believe the pregame show starts at 7:30 and the kickoff doesn't come until after like 8:05 or something like that, which could be. But I don't know. I'm leery of that because how many times they tell you, game time 8 o'clock. And you turn on at 8 o'clock, and it's still, there's 35 minutes away from kickoff. Like,
What network is it on?
It is on, I think, ESPN.
Okay, well, it'll start whenever Pat McAfee says it'll start then.
Yeah.
He runs ESPN now.
He's been all over the news over the weekend claiming that there's a guy at ESPN that's trying to sabotage his show over this Jimmy Kimmel, Aaron Rodgers feud.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting thing going on over there.
Yeah, he runs it.
Yeah. Do you guys like the Gordon Ramsay cast during NFL games on Fox? Have
I've
you
never
seen
watched
that?
the Gordon.
Oh,
I don't watch
They're
any of those.
it's awful. Don't waste your time. Ariana Grande has.
Can I ask a question? Why would I watch Gordon Ramsay talk about food when I'm watching?
He's talking about football, but he's using like culinary terms. Oh, that run was spicy, and you're like, this is
who cares?
worst
I've watched Eli and Peyton some, and they're great.
Yeah, because
they're football people,
yeah.
and they're funny, and they're brothers, and they're good. But that just seems ignorant to me.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande has a new single out this Friday. It's called Yes and it's like yes, comma, and question mark. She said 2023 was a transformative year, one of the toughest years of her life. Because everybody's calling her a homewrecker.
Yeah.
Going in and started dating SpongeBob, the guy that plays SpongeBob on Broadway, who was married and has a new kid at home. So she was being called a homewrecker, and it'll be interesting to see if Yes and addresses any of these rumors. But she's been cranking out music for a couple years, but now she's been on a break, and now she's back this Friday.
Is she still with that guy?
Yes.
Or has she found an even less attractive guy to go after?
I mean,
because
what is that about?
Yeah.
She must have some sort of Eddish fay for non-attractive men.
Well, she's married to this guy, this relatively unknown guy who's not a bad looking dude. But before that, she had Pete Davidson, which I know, I don't think he's attractive, but a lot of women do. Most women do.
No, they don't.
They're just making that up, you think?
Yeah.
I don't get it. But yeah, so that's out this Friday. Yes, and then last night at the Golden Globes, unexpected winner Barack Obama won his 5th Emmy for outstanding narrator for Working What We Do All Day.
It's not an Emmy at the Golden Globes.
Or, excuse me, a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
His 5th.
For what?
Working What We Do All Day, outstanding narrator. Now he did do that Netflix series about the national parks, which was really good. Listening to him talk, he's like a very good narrator. Yeah. He's a good speaker. But I did not watch this Working one. I don't even know what it's about. But let's just add it to the list.
It's ridiculous.
And then Oppenheimer won for like best movie, and Christopher Nolan was up there accepting the award. So a lot of celebrities out there the other night. There's a woman that has some advice if you're going into a job, what not to say to your coworker. She said, I thought it was cute. Turns out it wasn't at all. I'll tell you what it was. Coming up next.
Share Funny is now a little extra. The Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. live on the Ace and TJ Family app and anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, you know, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Get signed up for Ace TJ Prime at acetj.com/prime. Rob, didn't somebody just win a hat, an Ace and TJ hat last week?
We got a winner of a hat. We got a shirt winner. We all winners.
All winners, man. All winners, baby.
Hat winner, shirt winner, all winners.
You win cool stuff just playing Ace TJ Rewards on the Ace and TJ Family app, or you can just head over to acetj.com/prime to get signed up and play Ace TJ Rewards. Win really cool stuff over there. Heads up, ladies. I got a subscription to the New York Times crossword puzzle again for Christmas, so I'm back at it. I know you like a guy that knows a lot of words, so you're in luck, and I will be destroying things. There's a woman named Shola. She said, when she got a new job, and she was the youngest person in her office, and she said, I made the mistake of thinking it was cute to go around telling everybody my age at my first couple of jobs, knowing that I was going to be the youngest. But it turns out the reality was far from different. She says she was passed up for promotions and raises because of her age. She said some of the comments that she got were things like, "Oh, that's a lot of money for your age." Now, can you imagine a boss saying that to you?
Yeah, what difference does your age make?
You can see. That's not right, though, right? What?
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? She said when you have a side hustle and you're thriving in the workplace, a lot of people older than you will be jealous. Yeah, don't say your age. That's what she's saying. She's saying be cautious about sharing your age in the workplace, especially if you're young. Could mean you get passed up for promotions and raises and things like that. I've never had that issue at any job I've had, getting a raise or anything, or a promotion. So, but the age thing is important too. Don't say your age. So keep it to yourself. Ace and TJ's keep it to yourself. What's one little tidbit about yourself that you keep private? It doesn't define you. For example, like maybe you were conceived when your parents were both married to other people. Or maybe you got drunk in college on a couple quarts of vodka and set fire to your apartment, like in this one night bender. It doesn't define you now, but it's not something you really broadcast to the entire world. Ace and TJ's keep it to yourself. You could be anonymous if you want to, and we'll keep your name private. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers next.
Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. Live on the Ace and TJ Family app or download anytime wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ coming up.
When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt.
Miss any part of today's show? Catch up anytime on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Go check out the Ace and TJ store at acetj.com/store. We have the hat, we have the t-shirt, we have the hoodie, and we've got the crew neck sweatshirt, plus the 5 original Ace and TJ hot sauces. acetj.com/store. Check it out. There's a woman that said, never reveal your age to your coworkers or your bosses. Be coy about it. She said she's been passed over for promotions and raises because she said she was younger than most of her coworkers. And she said, I thought it was cute at the time to tell everybody how much younger I was than them, which, I don't know, that's pretty off-putting to me as a personality trait. But she says never say that because she said a boss has told her, wow, that's a lot of money for a young woman like yourself. Kind of weird. So what doesn't define you? Some sort of incident that happened in your life or some unique fact about you that truly doesn't define you, and you probably keep it to yourself. Like, I don't know, a rocky relationship where you stabbed your boyfriend in the forehead with a fork or something like that. It was a one-time thing. Doesn't define you. I got suspended one time from school. And the teacher that did it said, you're not a bad kid, but you got to shut up. And that stuck with me.
Yeah, I lied a minute ago. I didn't lie. I was wrong about something. I forgot about something. I did steal something when I was younger.
Did you?
At one time, yeah. I've told this story before. My 16th birthday, my dad and I went to the drag races, big national meet called the Cajun Nationals that they had. And on the way we were leaving, and I said, man, that's a cool banner. And it had a huge banner outside a little store that said Budweiser welcomes race fans. He goes, take my knife. So I'm going to go in there and get some beer. And while he was in the store, the lady's back was to the window. I cut that banner down, threw it in the car, and when he came back out, we drove away.
Nice.
That banner went up in my dorm room. It was there for years.
So you had an accomplice in your stealing.
My dad was my accomplice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you opened the door to my first college apartment, all of them, that banner went all the way down one wall and around into the next. It said Budweiser welcomes race fans. Probably 15, 16 feet long.
Yeah, and that's Ace talking.
Yeah.
Ace telling that story. And back then, fans was spelled ISTS.
ISTS.
Budweiser welcomes racists.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Of course.
It was bad.
Of
I'm not
course.
proud of that, but it was.
That was 16. That's not like that was not like a little kid mistake.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I might have been a little bit older than that. It was around there.
Stealing stuff, but that doesn't define you. It doesn't make you a thief.
No, not at all.
And you certainly have changed your opinion on it. TJ, do you think he's a thief?
Yeah.
You look at it, you do.
Oh yeah.
I don't think stealing one thing makes you one. Well, it depends on what you steal, I guess. Never.
You know, I
Yeah,
keep,
if you
I
stole-
keep my stuff locked up over here.
Sticky
Right.
fingers over here. And can't control himself.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of great answers on here. A lot of people talk about coming out of very dysfunctional families and things like that. But my favorite one is that says, I don't think edging your yard is very important.
I was just reading that.
Like, listen, it's going to grow over the sidewalks a little bit. That doesn't make me a slob or anything like that. It's just, I don't think it's very important.
They add no neighbors. It doesn't define me. One of the comments says it defines your yard.
Yeah.
It does define you. Edging is important. Attention to detail. Clean that up, man.
Yeah.
Be a good neighbor.
But Paul has a really thoughtful one. He said, being a manly 5'2" does not define me. But he said, however, being 49 and having an unbelievably good-looking beard does. So I like that because women are so harsh on the height of men now. But he looks to be happy in a relationship. 5'2", you're a tiny little guy. I love that, though. You got the confidence. Need that. Need more of that. One of America's greatest athletes is embarking on a new challenge this week, and it is unreal. I'm going to share the story coming up next.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.
Today, every company is a technology company. No matter what type of business you're doing, you are a technology company in some fashion. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you should let CompuCom guide you. CompuCom is a proven leader in managed IT services. They deliver innovative solutions designed for how you work today and, most importantly, for how that will transform tomorrow. They help you deliver results. Just go to CompuCom.com for details. That's CompuCom.com. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com. Give the gift of health and community with the Gaston County Family YMCA membership. It's more than just a gym. It's an opportunity to join a community, receive support for health and wellness, and participate in programming for all ages. Get details at GastonYMCA.org.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Available when you want, how you want, on the Ace and TJ Family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Yeah, go get that Ace and TJ Family app, acetj.com/app. It's free, and you can listen to the show, you can watch the show, get app-exclusive content on the app. Check out the store, check out Peyton's Promise, our charity, win prizes, and the new Ace and TJ experiences that are happening in 2024. Don't miss your chance to get invited to those. So, acetj.com/app. One of the unsung American athlete hero is he's a competitive eater, and he always wins the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. TJ, what do you know who I'm talking about?
Joey Chestnut.
That's how they introduce him, that guy. And now, whether he's an athlete or not, you can have that discussion. A lot of people say that's not. Being a competitive eater makes you a competitor, doesn't make you an athlete. But he will be competing, again, not in a hot dog eating contest, this Friday. He will be competing in Siegel's Bagel Mania World Bagel Eating Championship. It's the world's #1 competitive eater Joey Chestnut. He's going to compete against a bunch of other people. Here's the challenge. In 8 minutes, you have to see how many New York-style bagels you can eat that are also slathered with cream cheese. The number one, the first place prize will be $5,000, and then it goes down from there. The previous championship holder, title holder, 17 3/4 bagels in 8 minutes.
Wow.
And a New York bagel, big fat bagel, you know, and then the schmear, as they call it, with the cream cheese on it. Almost 18 of them in 8 minutes. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, they've got to be dipping them in
TMJ
water.
is hurting thinking about it.
It's not like eating a dinner roll. A bagel, super chewy, thick, tough, some would say. And I don't know if these are toasted or not.
They've got to be dipping them in water.
Which is going to be
you know
so
how they
vile.
do when they do the hot dogs, how they separate the weenie from the bun, and the bun gets dipped in water. They have to eat it a bagel at that speed. It's got to be wet and. Ugh. I know.
I actually prefer my bagels wet.
Yeah, it's got cream cheese on it, and all of that will be wet.
Oh my God, that makes my stomach turn. But he's not, he just got beat out back, I think it was in December, where he was in the chicken wing eating competition. He got blown out of the water. So maybe Joey's reign at the top of the competitive eater chart is coming to an end.
What do you do now?
And I think the company sponsoring this is Pabst Bagels.
Pabst Bagels.
Is that the name of it?
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
So you get a Pabst bagel, and then it has to have a Pabst schmear on it.
Miss part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.